is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. I have no control over the amount, and I just have to deal with it. Hi guys, my name is andiswa.mojapelo and welcome back to another video, or welcome to my channel if it is your very first time. I really do hope that you enjoy this video as well as the other content that we have. We chat about all things related to managing our money, attaining financial freedom, and overall adulting. So today I thought I'd chat about the tax year. What is the tax year? Specifically the tax year end that we are approaching. Why should you care? Does it matter? Now, for a bit of context, the reason why I wanted us to chat about this is because one of the things that gave me a lot of anxiety when I started working, and I mentioned this in another video that I made about submitting your tax returns, is the fact that I just didn't understand the whole concept. I thought that, you know what, I have this income tax that I'm paying on a monthly basis. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. I have no control over the amount, and I just have to deal with it. And that is not true, like at all. There's a lot of things that we can do around the income tax that we pay and our taxable income, etc. So I thought it would be so cool if I could jump on and just explain the tax year part to you guys so we all understand it. So what is a tax year? So, you know, like how we have a calendar year that we use when we do our goal setting, our budgeting, our saving, and our planning. We usually do it in the beginning of the year, and then we plan from the 1st of January till December or the 31st, right? That is an entire year. So SARS does not use this calendar year for their assessment. So when they look at your contributions, how much you've paid in tax, what needs to be deducted, what you contributed towards an RA, an investment, and all of those things, they look at the activity that transpired during the tax year, which falls on the 1st of March to the 28th or 29th of February the following year. That is the calendar year that they use. Why is this important for us to know? It's important to know because, for example, if you hear that contributing towards an RA gives you some tax relief and you know this is what you can probably get in a year, you're going to start calculating and you're going to think, okay, this is how much that I've contributed for the past 12 months. But if you use a calendar year, which is January to December, your calculations are going to be off. SARS uses the 1st of March to the 28th or 29th of February the following year to assess you. So they're only going to look at the contributions made in that period. Now, does that mean that if you contribute after that, it falls away and you don't get a benefit? No, but it just means that that which is after the 28th of February will then be counted in the following tax year. Now, how do you know which tax year it is? So you always look at when it ends. For instance, on the 28th of February 2022 will be the end of the 2022 tax year. And then the one that will begin on the 1st of March will be the 2023 tax year because that will end in 2023. Now, I used to look around, especially around this period, I used to look around and be like, why are people collecting statements, requesting, you know, these certificates and all of those things? Why is everybody busy during this period? And should I be doing something? Should I not be doing something? So I also want us to chat a bit about what people are up to during this period. The first thing is that you guys know that everybody is, able to contribute, or rather given the opportunity to contribute up to 36,000 Rand in a tax-free account, meaning that you can invest, save up to 36,000 Rand in an account and you won't be charged any form of tax in that account, right? And we all have a 36,000 Rand limit. Now that 36,000 Rand is not per calendar year, it's per tax year. So one of the things that one should be doing in this period is looking at, did I maximize my tax-free allowance of 36,000 Rand, or did I contribute less than that? Why it's important is because, so say for instance, I contributed 30,000 Rand. From the 1st of March last year, I've contributed 30,000 Rand. If I leave it at 30,000 Rand, it means I've lost out on the opportunity of actually investing 6,000 Rand tax free. So this is the time to do that, because on the 28th of Feb, I need to start a new 36,000 Rand allowance. Now, yes, I can work towards 36,000 Rand in the new tax year, but it means that I didn't fully use the 36,000 that I was allowed to use in the previous tax year. So that's one of the things that people are checking. The second thing is that we get a lot of tax relief from contributing towards a retirement annuity. So this is over and above what you contribute towards the pension fund that you have with your employer or the provident fund that you have with your employer, right? You can also contribute towards a retirement annuity and get tax relief from that. So what you can also be checking around this period is, have I fully exhausted, the limit to which I can contribute? So we all allowed to contribute 17.5% of our taxable income to a maximum of 350,000 Rand. So what I could also be looking at is, how much did I contribute towards my RA? Did I fully exhaust that opportunity to contribute more? So let's say in my 17.5% calculation, I was able to contribute 50,000 Rand to get tax relief, and I've only utilized 30,000 Rand. So I could then say, if I make, a 20,000 Rand lump sum contribution before the 28th of February, and it actually counts before the 28th of February, it means that I could get tax relief, more tax relief than I could have when I filed for my taxes this year, because I basically snuck that in the previous tax year. So basically, that's what people are also looking at is, did I fully exhaust my contribution towards my RA? Is there room and opportunity to contribute more? Another thing that you could be looking at as well is capital gains. So when you sell an asset and you make a profit out of that sale, so let's say you sell, stocks like shares, or you sell a house, which is quite significant, you can attract what is called capital gains tax. So in that period, let's say you made quite a significant sale, which led to of an asset, which led to quite a significant capital gains tax that you are going to be liable for in that tax year. Another thing you could be doing is looking at the rest of your portfolio. Are there any places where you actually made a loss that could offset the gain, and therefore, making you pay less capital gains than you could have? Now, I would really advise, especially for the last example, that you seek the help of a professional who would help you make those calculations, because there's certain exemptions in place when you sell your primary residence that also reduces the amount of tax you would ultimately pay, and everybody gets a specific amount that's exempted and all of those things. But the point is, these are the things that you need to be thinking about. These are the things that you need to be looking at when it is towards the tax end. Did you exhaust your 36,000 Rand that you are allowed in a tax-free account? Did you take full advantage of the allowance that you are, able to contribute towards a retirement annuity in order to decrease that taxable income of yours, and in so doing decrease the tax that you ultimately pay? And lastly, were there any really significant gains that you are going to be liable for tax for? And then, are there opportunities or ways in which you can offset this gain with another loss that you may experience in the rest of your portfolio? So guys, I really hope that this provides context in what a tax year is, what the tax year end is, what are people shuffling around for, what documents are they seeking, what statements are they looking at. And I really do hope that you get busy with your own finances. And like I said before, where you don't understand, you seek the help of a professional to have that conversation with and say, hey, I heard that I could be liable for this. What does it mean? How much is the tax? Are there ways in which we can actually look at this and offsetting it with something else? I really hope that this was helpful. And if it was, please don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up, and do consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't, so we can see you in the next video. Bye.